Hey everyone, Veronica Ellis here. Welcome to my channel, Living in Las Vegas with Veronica. Today I am going to be discussing what it's like 1 year after I moved to Las Vegas from California. What are my likes? What are my dislikes? If there was any surprises, and most of all, do I plan on staying here for good? So let's jump right into it. Okay, so things that I love about living in Las Vegas. First is the weather. Absolutely. I have to be honest. I even appreciate the dry summer heat. The biggest thing I could tell you ladies is just be prepared to use a little more hair product, a little more lotion. But other than that, the weather's fantastic. I mean, we have a solid 8 months out of the year where we've got nothing but sunshine. I think there's actually 332 days a year that it's sunny here. Come on, everyone loves that. My friends literally call me the desert flower because it could be 109 outside and I'm out there. I'm walking my dog, I'm at the park. It really doesn't bother me too much. Once it hits that 115 mark, I need something cold in my hand, and I'm probably avoiding that midday heat. So for those of you who don't know, Vegas, the hottest part of the day is right around that 3 to 4 p.m. You usually stay inside. I mean, even the businesses here are prepared for it. Like when you go to open a door, they usually have that material coating the door handle so that you don't burn your hand. I've learned not to leave anything in my car that's carbonated, no lipsticks, ladies, nothing like that that can melt. So yeah, other than that, 8 months out of the year, it's beautiful. It is November 18th today, and it's like 68 degrees with sunshine. It's gorgeous. There's people playing golf, year round, even in the heat. So it's just a fun place to enjoy the weather all the time. And in the summer, you can be prepared and stay inside and put your AC on if you need to, okay? The second thing that I love about living in Las Vegas is it's like a permanent vacation vibe. So I don't know about you, but when I go on vacation, I'm always happy. You look forward to waking up to find your new adventures. And living in Las Vegas, it's like the vacation comes to you. Everybody you meet is happy. They're celebrating something, whether it's a bachelor party, birthdays, businesses coming to conventions. People from around the world. It's the second most visited tourist location in the United States outside of Disney World. So we get a lot of people coming here. So it's just always a really happy, celebratory vibe when you're talking with people, even if you're away from the Strip. So I really enjoyed that. The third thing that I really like about living here is it's a very central hub. So it's really easy to travel to and from. We're an international airport. As you know, the McCarran Airport is pretty centrally located. So my residence is just 15 minutes from the airport, 15 minutes from the Strip. And the best part is I'm 4 hours from LA, 5 hours from Scottsdale. I could be in Salt Lake City in 6 hours. You're just in this really great central location that you could easily take a day trip and go visit some really great sites. My daughter and I just went to Mount Zion over the weekend, which was fantastic. Here's a couple pics so you guys can check it out. Took us 3 hours. So it really is a fun central location that makes it easy for business if you're traveling to and from LA, makes it just really convenient to get to and from. Other great thing is being in real estate. I'm always looking to network with people globally, internationally. It doesn't really matter in the States, in Vegas or outside of Vegas. You're always meeting people coming in for business, and it's a great networking opportunity. So whatever your profession is, I guarantee you living here is going to just boost your networking capabilities. And all of these huge conventions and seminars all come to Vegas. So anything that you're interested in, you're going to have an opportunity to participate maybe learn a little bit more. So I've really enjoyed that. I've really grown my business being here in Las Vegas. The other big thing that obviously I love, but I think everybody loves, is that there is no state income tax. Okay. So coming from California, and I guess just accepting that half of my commissions would go to taxes, I didn't realize how much money would be going back into my pocket so that my family, my daughter's future, college, and my future retirement was going to be amplified just by moving and relocating to Las Vegas, because I'm saving so much on the income tax. So I think that's probably one of the biggest draws when I'm speaking to people that are looking to relocate here from another state, especially if you're coming from one of those bigger cities like New York, anywhere in California, Chicago, you name it. You're probably going to enjoy getting to keep a lot more of your earnings. The other thing I like is it's just a growing city. So there's businesses coming. I mean, we've been really predominantly heavy with the entertainment industry, but we are venturing out. Tech is coming here. There's a lot of different businesses that are really realizing that they can save also without the state income tax and just blossom and flourish a lot more. So a lot of families and businesses are enjoying the concept of the growth that's coming and continues to growth. Maybe you're an investor and you're looking to invest in some properties here. You could venture that your gains are going to continue for years to come because we have so much more growth that's happening. I really can't drive down my street without there being a new building going up. So sometimes that's a little frustrating with construction, but it's exciting to know that there's just going to be more economic boost coming to Las Vegas and a lot of the suburbs that are surrounding the main central location. The last one I'll speak of as far as what I really like about living here in Las Vegas is absolutely the outdoors. It is fantastic here. I am really into hiking. I love mountain biking. That's something that I've picked back up in the last few months with the cooler weather hitting, and realizing how many amazing trails there are just outside of the city. So I live in the Southwest, which is down here, and just to the west of us is the Red Rock Canyon. And inside the Red Rock Canyon, they have amazing trails that our park rangers and BLM land have designated towards hiking and mountain biking. They even have like off-road, if you have Can-Ams or a UTV of any type. There's a lot of great trails for camping, off-roading, and things of that nature. So whether you love being extreme, rock climbing, canyoneering, or you just enjoy bird watching, they have pretty much something for everyone in a lot of these park areas, whether it's in the Red Rock area or even on the other side, Boulder, and then going up into north. There's just so many great, beautiful outdoor activities. And obviously with the weather, it makes it easy to enjoy that year round. So I think that sums it up for a lot of the things that I like, or at least what I'm going to speak on to keep this video short and sweet. Okay, so now let's talk about some of the things that I don't care for and maybe even dislike about living in Las Vegas. Being a mom, the first one for me has to be our state's poor education. If you're considering relocating here, maybe you've just moved here as well. Maybe you've been here for a while, then this is probably something that's pretty frustrating to you. And I would definitely put this on the surprising list for me as well. So Nevada ranks the lowest of all of our states when it comes to education and scoring. But it's really not just our kids' fault, because on average, our state only spends about $8,200 per student versus an average of what most states pay, about $11,700. So we don't really put our funding back into our schools in an appropriate way. There's a lot of promises that may change, but I haven't seen it delivered yet. So I think it's just more important for you as a parent to be very involved in your kids' education. My daughter is in public schools. However, there are some amazing private schools and some charters as well. They're a little pricey for my budget, and my daughter's a good student, so I feel comfortable keeping her in the public school system. I do have her in like advanced courses. She's in student council, so she's there an hour early every day. And mostly I just pride education in my house. So I make sure that my daughter is getting good grades. And if she needs help, I try to handle that early on instead of letting something linger. A lot of our state test scores also, they say, are affected by the fact that the average household in the United States usually has at least 1 to 2 parents with a college education. And in Nevada, we on average have not even 1 parent with a college education. So it's not just the state, it's also we have a very transient population. And people who live in Las Vegas really are predominantly in the entertainment industry, which they make an amazing living. I have many friends that live here that have capitalized on this. They are actors or maybe athletes that work in some of the Cirque du Soleil shows, and they're making a killing for income. And not all of them have a college degree. So this is something to just keep in mind when you're moving here. If education is very, very important to you, then please do your research and find out what schools would be appropriate for your child and the way that they learn. Okay, so the second thing that I don't really care for is the fact that this is a 24/7 city, the city that never sleeps. And I am a go to sleep by 9 p.m., wake up at 5 a.m., get on the stock market, start my workday. So it's not always ideal, that there's always this go, go, go energy here. But again, I've chosen to live on the outskirts where I'm more in the suburbs. I'm away from the strip. I don't have to engage in that type of 24/7 up all night lifestyle. If you like that, then this is a great place for you. I guess the flip side of that is that there's always a restaurant, there's always something open. You could always go do something any time of day or night that you want. That's just not really my lifestyle. So for me, that's not a strong like. The third thing that comes to mind, I've mentioned earlier in the video, is that it's a transient state. Why this is something I don't like as much is because I grew up in a very small, little touristy town in Northern California, Grass Valley, and you didn't have a ton of transient people that lived there. I mean, we had people come and visit, so everyone said hello to one another. Every family knew one another on the street, and it just was this very small, quaint vibe and energy. And coming to Las Vegas, it's a growing big city, and it has been hard to make friendships, actually. It's great for networking, but moving past that point of networking, it's hard to know who you can trust and who you want to spend that quality time with. And as you know, when you get older, it's harder to make friends anyway. So if you're not in a, public day-to-day type job, if you're working from home like I do, unless I'm showing houses or I have appointments with clients, I don't really have the opportunity to get out there and, meet people as frequently, especially when everybody's from a different state, a different country that live here. So that to me is a negative. The other thing that I dislike is that this city is really built on gambling. We all know the history. The mob built this city. Bugsy Siegel, hey. But here's the thing is, I don't really want to see slot machines when I'm grocery shopping. I don't really want to go into the gas station to pay or grab a water and see a bunch of people sitting there playing slots. It's just, you never could get away from it. So to me, that's a little bit of a negative, but it is what helps the city thrive. And I understand that. But just know that this city is, if you live here, you have to accept that. And that could be something that bothers you. I really suggest come and visit and check that out, because if that's something that you can't live with, you probably don't want to move here. I think that pretty much sums it up for my dislikes. Okay, and the final question is, will I stay living in Las Vegas for good? And the answer is, I will always have a residence in Las Vegas. This place is a gold mine right now for real estate and investments. I plan on investing in multiple real estate opportunities here in Las Vegas, and I plan to always have a vacation home. And someday I will be one of the snowbirds that enjoys the winter months here and then goes to my other property during the summer. But yes, I will always have and keep a place here. Vegas is dear to my heart. I have family here, and it's only going to be going up from here. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed my video. If you have any questions or there's something that I missed, maybe you've recently moved here and there's something on the list that you love or dislike that I didn't mention, please comment below. Otherwise, text, call me day or night. I would love to meet you guys. And if you're thinking of relocating here, I would love to apply for the job. See you guys next time.